In our last episode, we revealed how color shapes emotion and story, but knowing why color matters isn't enough. So in this episode, we'll show you a simple 3-step system real filmmakers use to plan their color choices. From lighting to costumes to grading. Step 1. Define the emotional goal. Start with a feeling. Before you even choose a color, ask, what do I want the audience to feel in this scene? Is it grief, triumph, or isolation? Be specific. If you can name the emotion, you can find a color that speaks it. In Marriage Story, the emotionally charged apartment argument is lit in soft neutrals and pale tones. There's no dramatic lighting, no stylized grading, just raw, real color that strips the moment down to its emotional core. That's the power of restraint, using color or the lack of it to let emotion breathe. It's a perfect example of how subtle color can enhance emotional gravity without ever stealing focus from the performance. Compare that to Joker's subway bathroom scene, bathed in eerie green light after a brutal act. The green feels institutional, sickly, and unnatural, turning a moment of internal chaos into something disturbingly serene. Arthur dances, not in guilt, but in awakening. This green palette contributes to the psychological unease of the moment. After Arthur commits a violent act, he escapes to the grimy, green-lit bathroom, not to panic, but to dance. The green doesn't warm the scene. It highlights the surreal transformation he's undergoing. It's a metaphor for corruption, mental unraveling, and the emergence of the Joker persona. The color makes it clear something inside him has changed. Step 2. Choose a dominant color. Now that you know the mood, pick one dominant color to drive the visual tone. This becomes your emotional anchor, present in costumes, lighting, set design, or post-grade. Think of it like the main instrument in a musical score. In Dune, desert scenes lean heavily into burnt orange and ochre, reinforcing the harshness and ritualistic mystique of Arrakis. In Uncharted, teal and blue hues dominate many of the film's action and treasure hunting sequences, especially during aerial or ocean-based scenes. These cool tones evoke a sense of adventure, mystery, and global scale, while contrasting against warm-tone environments like cities, caves, and deserts. The result? A heightened sense of movement and dynamic visual energy that fits the genre. Stick with one color as your base. Too many dominant hues can confuse the emotional tone. Step 3. Add supportive colors. Now it's time to create visual balance and contrast using the classic 60-30-10 color rule. If you watched our last tutorial on this technique, you already know how powerful it can be. Here's a quick breakdown. 60% dominant color sets the emotional tone. 30% secondary color supports and adds contrast. And 10% accent color pops for emotion, tension, or attention. Let's take Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, as a case study. The dominant color, a scorched orange-yellow that floods the wasteland, symbolizing heat, decay, and chaos. That's your 60%. Now look closer, muted steel blues and grays take up about 30%, often seen in Furiosa's vehicles, her armor, and the brutal machinery around her. And for the final 10%, bright reds, found in fire, splattered blood, and costume details, cut through the frame with raw intensity. This palette isn't just eye-catching, it's storytelling. Every color supports the film's adrenaline-fueled pacing and its character-driven intensity. Need help building your color palette? Start by drawing inspiration from films that share similar themes or emotional tones with your story. Color isn't guesswork, it's strategy. And the best filmmakers plan it before a single frame is shot. Let's break down how filmmakers use color practically to tell deeper, emotional stories, and how you can do the same. In Joker, green and red clash to create an emotionally unstable palette. These aren't just bold choices, they're psychological triggers. Green surrounds Arthur Fleck in subway tiles, hospital lights, and makeup, suggesting sickness and decay. Red, on the other hand, erupts violently. His clown nose, his suit, the chaos he unleashes. Together, they symbolize rebellion, mental unraveling, and the breakdown of order. Watch the bathroom dance scene. It's color-telling story without words. In Mad Max, Fury Road, orange and blue dominate. The blistering orange of the desert speaks of heat, danger, and death, while sharp, metallic blues offer rare moments of resolve, control, and even hope. The war rig interiors glow blue in night scenes, bringing contrast and emotional reprieve. This high-impact color pairing gives the film its mythic, operatic feel. Now contrast that with 1917, where the color palette whispers instead of screams. Muted browns and dusty blues pull us into the grime and emotional weight of World War I. Browns reflect decay, earth, and the burden of survival. The blues, subtle and cold, give scenes a restrained emotional tone that mirrors the soldier's quiet desperation. Martin Scorsese's Silence strips color down to its moral bones. Desaturated grays and neutrals dominate, reflecting spiritual emptiness and quiet oppression. These washed-out tones eliminate distraction, forcing you to focus on internal conflict. There's no visual comfort here, just the raw psychological and spiritual tension of the story. And in The Matrix Revolutions, we return to that iconic green filter inside the Matrix. Artificial, digital, oppressive. It tells us immediately, this world is not real. Outside the Matrix, we shift to steel blue grays, signaling the cold, harsh truth of reality. The tension between green and gray isn't just aesthetic, it's philosophical. Color becomes the very line between illusion and truth. Color should always serve your story, not just look good, but feel right. Let your palette reflect your character's emotional arc. Guide tension, reveal transformation, and stay consistent in post. At Breadfruit Studios, we're committed to helping you become a master visual storyteller, one tutorial at a time. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to Breadfruit Studios, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. We've got a full color series lined up. Next up, color theory for filmmakers, master hue, saturation, and value fast. See you in the next episode.